What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Just Anderson. I'm back with another upload. In today's upload, we'll be going over the Engine A from Reebok brand. Let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I have a small request. If you guys can hit the like button, and if you guys like these type of videos or like this type of content, consider subscribing. I do these videos like every 2 weeks, and I would love for you to join the family. But besides that, let's get into today's upload. So as always on this channel, we're gonna talk about the traction. The traction that could be found in the Engine A is a rubber with a TPU shank. Now let me start off by saying that I've never played in a Reebok shoe ever. This is my very first Reebok shoe. And for traction, I'm a little disappointed. I'm disappointed because the traction did not hold well on dusty courts. It held well on somewhat good courts, but on dusty courts where you're gonna find, your most comp or where you're gonna play most of the time, like maybe at LA Fitness or something, the traction was not it. And it just wasn't holding steady. What I feel like the problem was that the rubber, so where the lighter gray areas were, was really good. It smoothed down, it felt nice. But where the black area was, so like right here, it's really slick and slippery. So I feel like if Reebok would have just went with, the light gray setup the whole way through, we would have had a different discussion. But because they went with the gray rubber with the black, it just kind of just threw it off. And, in my opinion, where the black is on the bottom of the shoe is important parts of where you need to stop and plant your foot. Because this is like basically your forefoot right here. You do a lot of movement on your forefoot. Like take the Tatum 1s, for example, or the Tatum 2s for that matter, where those pods are, they're usually in specific areas where you're going to plant the most. So if right here is slippery, you know what I'm saying? You try to plant on your forefoot, you're just going to slide out of place. Same thing for the bottom of the shoe or at the side of the shoe. But regardless, the traction was not it. If I had to rate the traction, I would say it's like a 5 out of 10. You will grip the court sometimes, but for the most part, you're gonna slide out. So traction was no bueno. Next on the Engine A's, we're gonna talk about the materials. The materials that could be found on the Engine A is a textile with plastic overlay. What I would say about the Engine A materials, I would definitely say the materials is not that bad. I actually really did enjoy them. It was really comfortable. I've had shoes that pinch me at like the top of my foot, so like right here, and these shoes don't do that. What I would say about the materials on the Engine A, I would say it does look a little cheap. It does look a little tacky. It is textile. It does have plastic overlays, but it does feel comfortable. And you're not gonna get no pinching on your foot. It's not gonna feel, just like you're not gonna like it. It feels all right, which is fine. Another thing is it is breathable. So the materials do have, a good setup where your foot's not too hot in the shoe, pretty comfortable for the most part, which I would say is like the best part of the shoe, is that these shoes are really comfortable material, and when we get into the cushion part of the shoe. So I would definitely say the materials are definitely like an 8 out of 10. Really, really solid. I would just say, next time, soup it up a little bit. Make it a little more, appealing. I mean, like, I feel like this color is cool, but it's not that appealing, so it is what it is. But materials are good. Next on the Engine A, we're going to talk about the cushion. The cushion that could be found in the Engine A is an ERS system, which is energy return system, and a foam core, basically super float. To me personally, I would definitely say the cushion is the best part of the shoe. I would definitely scale it at 8.5 out of 10, or better yet, a 9 out of 10. Really comfortable, had fun, didn't really have no break-in time, which you guys know. I love when my shoes have no break-in time. No break-in time equals Justin loves this shoe. Break-in time, Justin might hate the shoe. So there goes that. But like I've said on numerous occasions or on different videos, if the traction is no bueno, there's no point of the shoe. So I feel like what really holds the shoe back so far is the traction for me. But besides that, the materials and the cushion is a welcoming sight from Reebok. Next on the Engine A, we're gonna talk about the fit and the lockdown. What I would say about the fit, I would definitely say go true to size, but if you could try these on in probably like a Reebok store or like maybe Finish Line or something of that nature, I would definitely say try it on, because the shoe is a little spacious. Like I was able to move my toes a little bit, get a little comfortable. So I don't know if you should go half a size down or stick to your true size, but personally, I would say just stick to your true size, because why go half a size down and hurt your feet? Potentially, just saying. In terms of lockdown, I would say that they don't lock you in all the way. You kind of got to tie them pretty tight. Actually, what I did for the first time ever, like I always do, I, laced them all the way down to like the bottom. So like maybe like right here, laced them all the way to the top. And by, I think the second eyelid, I went inverted and pushed them in and brought them out. So I would say the lockdown is it's a little iffy. So let's say like a 7 out of 10. But fit, I would definitely say go true to size. Lockdown a little iffy, so 7 out of 10. Maybe if you use my method, you may like it. Or if you do the normal way, you still might like it, but that's just how I see it. To make a long story short, I would definitely say that the Engine 8 is a welcoming sight. If I'm being real with you guys, like, a lot of people really don't wear Reeboks, and that's not me to like take shots at people. I'm just saying it is what it is. A lot of people don't wear Reeboks, you know, in this day and age, or well, in my generation, whatever. But like I said before, Engine 8 is a welcoming sight. But if I would tell Reebok anything, I'll tell them, listen, like, you guys made a really good product. I would just say focus on traction first when it comes to basketball shoes. And when you focus on traction first, you got to think about like your consumers in the sense of like, if they buy your shoe and they can't get those like NBA style or great, you know, courts that any shoe could grip on, then come on, like, you got to really prioritize those people, because those are probably your consumers, you know? Like, not a lot of people in this world, not even me, could go to like a gym every day and it's freshly waxed or mopped or clean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the court is dusty and I can't do nothing about it. So I would definitely say, just to Reebok, focus on the traction first. The materials, the cushion, you guys hit out the park with that. If you focus on the traction though, you guys will be straight. Just don't pull a Jason Tatum. No shot at Jason Tatum. I haven't tried the threes yet, but Reebok, don't pull a Tatum, bro. Make sure your shoe has good traction, and I promise you your next shoe will be fire. Whether that's Engine B, Engine A 2.0, whatever you do, as long as you focus on the traction part, y'all be good. Besides that, thank you guys for tuning in to another upload. It's your boy, Just Anderson. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, family.
You got a hum on that. Yeah. Hey, but who can I run to when all my people going through the same? What supposed to do about this pain? Who can I run to when most my homies started moving strange, telling women all your business?